Damn. So what has your past dating life been? And were you dating a guy when you got into the industry and you're like, this is what I'm doing? And they're like, oh, well, and you're like, I don't care. This is what I'm doing. I'm
sorry
if you've been asked these questions 1,000 times.
No, I didn't date when I first got into the industry for a long time. Just because.
A long time, like a year?
No, longer. Like,
how long have you been doing
it?
How long have you been doing it?
I'm going to my 4th year.
Let's go.
Congrats. Dude, your senior year.
Yeah.
Senior year.
This is good.
Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely now like.
And when did you feel like you're like, oh, mama's popping. We doing numbers. We're putting points on the board.
What do you mean?
Like when were you like, oh, I'm that bitch. We're doing numbers. We're doing views.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm popular.
I would say after my first 2 years in the industry, I was like, oh,
2 years
okay,
in,
like I'm
a little bit of boot camp. Because you
by my the end of my second year.
Where were you ranked on the Pornhub put out that list this year was like the highest?
I think I'm number 8 on Pornhub right now, and I've been in the top 10 for like the last 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So at what point was Pornhub like everyone was like, this is the girl?
I think just a lot of my videos like went viral. And
do you remember the first one that you were like, oh shit, this is crushing?
Yeah, when a guy whistled in our ass.
That's gotta be.
Well,
I mean,
we all know the video. We all know the video of
the
washing machine. Me getting stuck.
Are you the original?
Yeah.
You're the original?
Yeah.
You're the original getting stuck in the washing machine?
What? Yeah, and they've tried to redo it so many times. And I'm like, yo. I
Change your Instagram name to Washing Machine Girl right now.
100 million views.
Are you serious?
100 million?
Something like that.
Hold the phone.
You're the original? We said that earlier filming this sketch. And I was just like, I thought that was just like a porn meme in general.
They've tried to redo it so many. It was the ripped yoga pants thing. And that video was like 2 different things because I was like stuck in the washing machine and then I was like stuck getting fucked. And then, that was that one. And I was there's something sticky.
How did that come about? Did you come about, hey, yo.
It must have been hard to be like, oh, I'm stuck when everyone watching is like, there's a lot of space.
Did someone pitch you the idea of like getting the Ken Moore?
Yeah, that was a script. Yeah.
Who the hell wrote that? Funny.
Yeah, this company writes a lot of funny things.
Or he's just like, I don't know.
But they tried to redo that so many times after they do it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you ever watch other porn and be like, yeah, this I'm better than this? Because like as a comedian, as wholesome as you can be, in the back of the room when another stand-up comedian's on stage, there's a little bit about you where you're like, yeah, I could do that. I'm better than that.
I'm better than that. Yeah.
Or you're like, I know where that joke was going. I'm better than that.
Yes, the answer is yes. Drama. Say her name.
No, we don't have to.
No, I'm just fucking around.
Or like when you're in a threesome.
No, I guess I don't really watch porn for those reasons. Because I watch a lot of my own porn.
Okay.
Does that do it for you? Watching your own stuff? Do you jerk off to your own stuff?
It can.
Wow, you know what? That's like us watching our stand-up clips and laughing.
It can inspire me to like.
I'll tell you what. Sometimes I watch my own sketches when I'm high, and I'm like, I get it now. I'll smoke a little bit of weed, and I'm like, oh, this guy's funny. I'm like, that's me. Hey, hell yeah. But it's like, other than that, I'm just so like 100 miles an hour, just like, all right, go, ready, shoot, post, edit, do it. You don't really get a chance to enjoy it, but if I'm a little stoned, I watch it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is fun. This is good.
This is
you ever look back at like your recent stuff? You're like, I should have flipped around that time. I should have put my leg over my head. What was I doing?
Yeah, so I would say that like, I mean, I've definitely like watched my own pornos for like homework purposes.
Yeah. Homework, jerking off, same thing. That's what I call it.
That's what they do in football. You know?
Yeah.
My girlfriend's like,
homework,
what are you doing? I go, scholastic.
It's homework.
Yeah, studying, watching the playback.
Yeah. But I try not to.
Is it hard not to get competitive in a threesome with another like woman in it, where you're like, I'm trying to outshine on her?
Yeah. I've definitely had like my fair share of threesomes where like it just didn't
chemistry's off
with just like it was like a natural thing like that, but not on my end because I'm like, I'm here to like.
You don't really care. You're like, I'm just here to be here.
I'm here to like have good sex with both of you. Like it shouldn't be that way. I don't think.
See me, I'll suck a dick,
and it's fun, like because you're like bouncing.
If I'm a girl in this threesome, dog, let me tell you something.
Trying to shine.
Oh, I'm taking it all down. I'm shoving his balls in my ass as I'm sucking his dick. Crazy.
Hand whistling?
Yep.
Yeah, that's your golden buzzer right there. You're doing it for the judges.
Yeah, I'll
the
throw to
people
my
at
eye
home.
socket. I'm trying to win.
Your eye socket?
I'm winning.
Yeah, no. That's for sure.
I'm too competitive. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's good to like, it can be fun because you're like bouncing off each other's like energy. Like,
Right.
Like,
Chakras
let's suck
aligned.
this dick together.
I just know, like, you know how in water polo they play really dirty and they like hit somebody? I feel like maybe in a threesome you try to get ahead real quick, and then like if she's topping the dude off, you kind of hit the back of her head to make her gag on it real quick, and you're like, oh, gotta tap her out, my turn, you know?
I definitely have like my fair share moments of like me being greedy with the situation. Like, I'm like, oh, I want to get in there, but it's more of like a horny thing and not like a.
But it's not to like outdo the other person. You're just like, I'm fucking bored over here, just rubbing his nipples. Put me in.
Yeah, I want
Put me in.
Yeah.
But that's sick about like your perspective of porn, because you seem very much like you obviously enjoy the art of it, but like it seems like you're like you enjoy sex to a place that's not just business. It's like, oh, this is like the actual act of fucking this person is hot, and it like
absolutely.
But aren't there so many porn?
But I think that, but I think that that's what like that's what like kind of like makes me like the performer I am, is that I want to have. Yeah, I want to.
You'll have a career, a longevity. Because the same thing with comedy. If you want to get into comedy just for the money, you're not going to make it. But if you're like, I love making sketch comedy videos, or I love doing stand-up comedy, if you love it, then the money will come later. But if you're like, I just want to do it for money, it's like you could do a quick thing and get a quick little stunt of money. But you know, the longer you're in it, you're truly your colors show.
100%.
Right.
I think
that color's white. Come, anyways.
Oh, hey, come.
Yep,
I think what I'm saying is like, I'm sure there's girls in the industry that are just sort of locked in. They've been doing it for a while, and they just sort of do it because they're supposed to do it, and they don't really like enjoy what it is. But it seems like you're actually do it for the business sense, but also you enjoy it. And I think to echo what you're saying, Trev, like for comedy, it's like us, you have to enjoy the act of doing stand-up and the business side of it, which I think for you is great because you do it both ways.
Yeah, I think like the second that I don't enjoy my time doing it is when I wouldn't do it. If I'm like,
have you turned down
because it's a different kind of job. It's not like, you know, showing up to like work and like like writing, or like you can't just like check out. Like you're putting so much more of yourself out there as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So have you turned anything down where you're like, that was a weird, where they're like, you want me to dress up like the Rugrats characters? That seems weird.
Yeah, at this point, I do turn down a lot of work.
Also, your name is big enough where you're like, you gotta be selective.
I've done all of the like pornos where I did a lot of pornos where like I look back now and I'm like, they really wanted me to look like extra young. So I don't do any of those like teeny bopper, like I'll always be like the young I can be like the young stepsister or whatever, but I don't do like any videos where like I feel like it crosses my boundaries or shit that I'm like, this is like,
you're like, I'm in this sandbox, what's happening?
yeah anything that like crosses like my boundaries, or I'm like, or just if I don't feel hot in it, then I don't want to do it. I want to still feel like hot